Well, hello friends. How are you today? Hopefully you're doing well. I am getting ready to go to my first physical therapy. Well, it's not my first physical therapy. It's a physical therapy consult to measure my arm. So we have like a base number or a base measurement for if any lymphedema occurs from radiation, which starts in 6 days. And I guess they're going to teach me a couple stretches to do, although I have like pretty much full range of motion of my arm. Who knows? And maybe discuss lymphedema massages that I could possibly be getting during radiation to help avoid getting lymphedema. So I'm going to get going. Oh, wait, real quick before I actually start driving, I wanted to show you because it's perfect lighting. Look at my lashes. Look at all my eyelashes coming back. Isn't that exciting? I'm excited, like so excited. The top ones, they're taking their time. They're here, kind of. They're here and there, and they're like at half mast. They are not full length yet. I don't know if you can even see them from the side. See, I have like a few. There's not many, there's a couple. But hey, it's progress and it's hair and I'll take it. So, all right, now I'm gonna get going. I'll see you in the next clip. Well, I'm all done my physical therapy consult. So the plan is she's ordering me a lymphedema sleeve just to have on hand in the instance that I may or may not get lymphedema. If I do feel like I might be getting the beginning signs of it, to start wearing the sleeve to help prevent it from getting out of control. The fact that I had 22 lymph nodes removed obviously puts me at a high risk for getting lymphedema. And she explained that you could go years without getting lymphedema and then it just flares up one day. Or you could get it, she's like, I've seen some patients get it right away, like right after surgery. Sometimes you'll get it after an injury, sometimes you don't. So it's all dependent on like when you're going to get it or if you're going to get it. Every body is different. But the plan for me is to come to physical therapy 1 day a week for the next 4 weeks during radiation to get a lymphedema massage to help prevent getting lymphedema. And also I will be doing a little bit of strength training because even though I do have great range of motion in my arm, she said like I'm doing phenomenal. But when I put both arms up together and reach for the sky, you can tell the side that had all the lymph nodes taken out as well as the breast tissue taken out, that side had the most trauma. The muscle's a little weaker there because it's almost like my left hand has to grab my right hand and go, come on, like right back to that last little ½ inch of height. Whereas the left one's just goes straight up and this one's like, wait for me. Like it's almost there. Also, I noticed that my right shoulder blade, if I were to try to get down on the floor to look for one of my dog's toys that he purposely puts under the couch, when I'm lowering myself to the floor, like on my hands and knees, my right hand, like when I go to put that down, I noticed my shoulder blade pops out like the wing. It just sticks out like a gargoyle and it's gross. But it never used to do that before. So I explained that to her and I showed it to her. And, you know, I have a history of scoliosis. I had scoliosis corrective surgery when I was 11 years old. So I have a lot of hardware back there. And I always did have a rib hump deformity back there and just in my rib cage in general. But the fact that my shoulder blade pops out like a gargoyle wing or a fairy wing, I should say. Let's make it pretty. Why am I saying gargoyle? Like, it's so grotesque. Like a fairy wing, because it's a fairy's cancer journey. It sticks out. So she said, you know, typically the muscles, especially after having such a major surgery in the chest, it can cause your muscles in the surrounding area to be weak. So doing strength training should help a lot with getting my strength back and building muscle back there to help keep the shoulder blade from popping out randomly when I try to do things that involve shoulder movement. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's basically what's going on. So I begin radiation next Monday, April 22nd. And then I have my first physical therapy next week. I forget the day already because I just booked the next 4. She said only do 4 weeks because once my skin starts to turn a little pink, that's when they typically try not to massage it, because if it's only pink on the surface, that means there's also radiation damage and stuff going on beneath the surface in the tissue, so you don't really want to stir it up too much. Plus, even though I'm numb, it could be painful. Like if I wasn't numb, it would still be painful, and you don't want to do that. Like you don't want to irritate an irritated area, if that makes sense. But after radiation's all done and I'm like healed and everything, I should still come back and do a couple more physical therapy sessions, and we'll just revisit it at that time. But she definitely wants to do more intense strength training at that point too. She's like, I'm not going to go too crazy with the strength training right now because you will be going through radiation. So we'll just do what we can, get through this, get through radiation, and then nose to the grind, get my strength back. Because she's like, we want you to just get back to your normal activities as life was before surgery and not have you have any limitations. So, oh, and she measured my arm, my wrist, my palm, my bicep on both arms, just to have like a base number of what my measurements are. And I asked her too, I'm like, you know, I've been losing weight. It's intentional weight loss. So what if I lose weight and, like, you know, you lose weight, so you lose fat and your arms get thinner, and I get lymphedema and we measure, it's gonna look like the same measurement as it is now. And she said no, she can still be able to tell because the left side will be different from the right. So that's cool. Just a little food for thought if that's something that you're going through as well. Like if you're trying to lose weight and you're getting your lymphedema measurements, and it's a legitimate question. Like your arm's gonna get skinnier from weight loss. So if you blow up from lymphedema, it might just look like it did when it was a little bit heavier of an arm with fat in there. But that's not the case. So they're gonna measure, like if both arms get thinner, they're going to measure the thin arm and the lymphedema arm, and there will be a significant difference. All right, so that's pretty much the update for this appointment. I have an appointment this Thursday with the plastic surgeon to check for any more of my seromas, and I think this is the last one that they're going to do, because once radiation hits, you don't really want to mess with anything at all. So that's it. So I will see you on Thursday for my next appointment this week. And I'm going to head home now and get some stuff done and then go pick up my little one from school. All right, I'll see you in the next clip. Hello friends and good morning. Today is Thursday, April 18th, and I am on my way to my plastic surgeon follow-up appointments. The last appointment that I will have now until radiation's all done and I'm all like healed from radiation, because they're checking for any seromas. So I'm gonna get heading there and I'll see you in the next clip. so I'm in my room. I have my gown on, and this gown fits way better than the last time. I'm also at a different location, so they use different gowns, but real quick, we're gonna do a room tour, because if you don't know, you know, you should know, and if you don't know, this is what I do. Oh, that's pretty. Every time that I'm in a doctor's office or appointment, I always just do a room tour. It's just something fun to do and show you that I'll be sitting right there. And we're gonna check for seromas and drain them if there are any. All right, so I'll see you in the next clip. All right, so I didn't need to have anything drained because there's no seroma. The way they can feel around, there was no fluid. And I'm like, how do you know that? Because to me, everything's squishy or hard because of the expander. But they showed me, like, when you press down on here, if there's anything like super fluidy on top, you can tell that it's like puffed out from fluid. I don't have it, so it was hard to have an example of it today, but yay, I didn't have any seroma, so all is good. Oh, and I want to show you real quick. I went to take my shirt off, and I'm like, what the heck is this? My daughter put an Everest Paw Patrol sticker on me today because she's just a goofball, so I'm just gonna rock it all day. All right, I'll see you in the next clip. All right, so I just got back in my car, and let me tell you, I brought my coffee with me, and my car smells so good. Like, I just kind of want to roll around in this coffee aroma that's marinating in here the whole time I was in my doctor appointment. But anyway, I just wanted to check in and let you know everything went really well today. I don't go back now to the plastic surgeon until, I think he said 3 to 4 weeks after I'm done radiation. My last radiation is scheduled for June 3rd. So it probably won't be till probably the very end of June or the beginning of July when I go back to begin expanding my expanders. And it all depends too. What we talked about today at my appointment was it depends on how much my tissue that is in there currently was radiated, because radiation melts your skin cells, fat cells, basically obliterates the fat layer that's in there. Can we do that on other parts of our body? Anyway, just kidding. And the tissue, it's like a cellular level of destroying things, which is good for cancer, just bad for the body. It just sounds so rough and so invasive, but it's medically necessary to eradicate whatever cancer cells might be left over in there from surgery. But I do plan to re-expand in, I guess, I'm just going to say early July, because I don't know. And they advised me that, you know, you may not be able to expand to what you were before you lost your breasts, which is fine with me because I was really big. I was like a D, almost double D, which didn't need all that. So I'm okay with maybe only expanding to a full C. I don't mind being a little bit smaller, and I'm sure my back will appreciate that. And yeah, so we'll just as I do with everything, we're just going to take it one day at a time and one hurdle at a time, and I'll face that bridge when I get to it. But yeah, this video is probably a little bit boring compared to my previous videos, and I apologize for that, but I want to thank you for sticking with me through this part of the journey, because it is kind of boring. There's not much going on, but I still like to keep you in the loop no matter what. Now, next week, I start radiation every single day, and then the week after that, I'll be doing radiation every single day, but also physical therapy once a week. So it's going to start to pick up, and I'll have more things to talk about. I'm currently working on my Q&A video for you because, was it the last video or the one before? I think it was the one before this most recent video. I asked you guys to put in the comments any questions you had, whether it was cancer related or nutrition or personal or whatever, or just asking what's my favorite color, like whatever it is. Put your questions down below 2 videos ago, or you can add some in here too. If I have time, I'll sneak them into this video that I'm working on still to answer your questions and just get to know you a little better, and you can get to know me a little better. But yeah, I hope you are having a lovely week, and whatever part of your journey you are on, or even if you're just starting, I wish you well, and I want you to just stay positive as much as you can. I know it's scary, and I know some days it royally sucks. Okay, I get it. It sucks. The side effects suck. The symptoms suck. All the things suck. But the positive is you're still here. You're still beautiful, and you're still you under all of this, whether you are losing your hair or growing your hair back or feeling like poo because of side effects of medication, or you just don't feel like you know who your body is anymore. Just try to get through today and be proud of yourself for all that you've gone through so far, because this is hard. It's mentally so hard, like physically too, but a lot of it is mental, and you really have to believe in yourself and just believe that you're going to get through this. You're going to conquer today. You're going to focus on today, because that's all we have. I tell you that in every video. We only have today. So try to make today as great as you can, even if it's a poopy day and you just don't want to be in a good mood today. That's fine. But just try to find one teeny little sprinkle of something that made you happy today, or cracked a smile, or somebody told a funny joke, whatever. Try to raise your vibration a little bit. But also give yourself grace, because you're going through a lot, and so am I, and I get it. And like, cancer aside, you still have life going on. Like, you may or may not be a parent and you have children to take care of, or not. You may or may not be really high up in your company that you work for. You might own a company. You might be stressed out because you're juggling 3 different jobs just to pay the bills. You might have a sick family member. You might be having car troubles. Who knows? You might have other health issues, and then cancer showed up. So I get it. Life sucks sometimes. But listen, I want you to know that I'm very proud of you, because guess what? You're still showing up every single day. You might be in a bad mood some days, but you're still showing up. And I'm proud of you for that, because that is the hardest thing to do, is to still get up, show up, and be present, and just get through the day. So I want you to give yourself a big hug and tell your body that you're very proud of it, even though it's healing right now and it's being treated. You're going to get through this. Your body is here to protect you and keep you alive. And thank it for all that it has done to keep you here on earth and sharing your love and your inner light and your beauty with others. All right. I love you guys, and I hope you're having a great day, and I better see you in the next one. Bye.